Yeah, don't be fooled by the lament thing. I can't get motivated to do anything. I'm lazy. I would not be here unless somebody dragged me kicking and screaming. Like, seriously. Like even this whole Occupy Wall Street movement, I couldn't do something like that. That's too much effort. Closest I come to occupying Wall Street is if I take a copy of the New York Times to the shitter with me. That's. On that note, anybody watching the World Series of Poker? See that on TV the other day? First time they broadcast the final table. And I thought it was compelling. It was like a 6-hour epic poker match with like $8 million first prize. And it came down to there was a German guy and a guy from the Czech Republic up there. And of course, in the gallery, the people watching, they had their friends and relatives and well-wishers. And they clearly did not know they were watching a poker match. I'll cut them some slack because, you know, poker is a new thing on TV in Europe. They didn't know what they were doing, but there's rules to watching poker, and they violated all of them. Rule number 1, there's people like waving the flags for Germany and Czech Republic in the stands. All right? It's a fucking poker match. All right? These aren't Olympic athletes. You don't want to be proud that they're from your country. They're degenerate gamblers. You don't want your kids that grow up to be like this guy playing poker. Right? Trust me, most of these guys, if they could not play cards, they would be in their parents' basement smoking weed and playing Xbox, which they probably do when they're not playing poker anyways. Rule number 2, they are chanting out the players' names. Once again, a big no-no in any kind of gambling venue. You're playing poker, you don't want people to know you're playing. All right, you're trying to keep in that hush-hush. These guys don't want the cameras there anyways. They only put up with it because it ups like the prize money. And most importantly, rule number 3, there's no singing at a poker tournament. It's not a fucking soccer game. They're playing cards, all right? The last thing Vegas needs, this is a city that gives out hideous amounts of free alcohol, is soccer fans showing up, all right? I don't want the final table next year to be like some guy from Ireland and some guy from England, and then when the match is over, there's a riot breaking out in the casino. But, you know, in the end, I felt bad for the guy from the Czech Republic lost to the German. Yeah, that's historically accurate, I guess, but I mean, the guy was like winning for 5.5 hours, and then he got stung on a couple big hands in the last 30 minutes, and it all fell apart. And really, I haven't seen somebody get jammed that bad in Vegas since the night Macaulay Culkin he went all in with Michael Jackson. Yeah, that was not pleasant for either of them. After that, Macaulay was kind of weary of playing poker after that. He didn't want to play anything more intense than black or white jack. So. I don't know what that means. Yeah, Michael Jackson, his doctor, I guess Conrad Murray this week, getting convicted of involuntary manslaughter. And, well, yeah. I mean, you have to support that, really. How do you acquit this man? If you acquit his doctor, what you're basically saying to a jury is, Michael Jackson was irresponsible, impulsive, oblivious to the consequences of any of his actions, addicted to painkillers the last 25 years. I mean, come on, man, you expect me to believe that? What's next? He dangled a little baby outside of a hotel room? Great lawyer you got there, Dr. Murray. I hope the star's in legal trouble. Lindsay Lohan again had to go to jail for like 5 hours or something. And here's the messed up part. She goes to jail for the 5 hours because when she violated her probation, she got thrown out of a women's shelter, a women's crisis shelter in LA for being a bad influence. How the fuck does a woman get thrown out of a women's shelter for being a bad influence? I could see myself getting thrown out of a women's shelter for being a bad influence, but her? Like, what did she invite R. Kelly down or something? Chris Brown autograph session? Herman Cain campaign rally? Like, I don't get it. I'm missing something there. But I mean, the really scary part is apparently she's doing much better with her other probation, which is the LA County morgue. And I guess it kind of makes sense because, you know, Lindsay, when she's down there, when she goes on break, she can go open up one of the freezers and check on her career. But the good news, of course, is the judge said she didn't have to go back for the jail thing until she finished her photo shoot with Playboy, which I'm all for that. Because, you know, after the whole Anna Nicole Smith thing, Playboy had to go back to their image of the girl next door. Yeah, that company, Playboy's falling apart. And it's all Hugh Hefner, too. The guy's just getting so old now. I mean, poor Hugh. He can't even eat a chick out anymore. That's how old he is. He can't go down on his girlfriends anymore. Last time he tried it, apparently it got really, really ugly. He lost his teeth inside her vagina, and he didn't even fucking realize it until he almost cut his dick off. Am I right? And that's what she said. I don't even know what that means. What else? Justin Bieber, of course. The Bieb's getting in trouble. Gotta love that. The paternity soon happening, and of course Bieber and his people all really denying these malicious rumors. But what people don't know is Bieber, he's saying that the kid could be his. He's acknowledging that part. He's denying the part that said the whole incident only lasted 30 seconds. That's what Bieber's upset about. So here, but there's 30 fucking seconds. You're like the most famous person in this country, and you can only last 30 seconds. And I don't want to hear this bullshit that, oh, he was 16 at the time, and, you know, remember when you were 16, you wouldn't last too long. If you're like a normal, healthy, vibrant 16-year-old, which I believe the Biebs to be, you've been working out with your shake weight at least a half a dozen times by 9 o'clock when the incident took place, so you should be able to last at least 20 minutes. But his mother said, you know, to avoid future embarrassment and humiliation, she's fixed the problem. She secretly exchanged the blue diamonds in Bieber's Lucky Charms with Viagra tablets. So we're too young for Viagra jokes here. It works. Oh, jeez. What else is going on? That 30 seconds, so that's pretty bad. I mean, Hump Dashian lasted longer than 30 fucking seconds. Oh, and that's my last rant for this evening, the Leafs. Here we go again. Good start, and they start fucking losing. And I've been saying this for years. They're not that good. They're not that talented a team. Unless they've got like a really good goalie, they got no hope of making the playoffs. And with Reimer out there with a concussion, these other guys in net just aren't cutting it. This kid Gustafsson, man, he sucks. All right. For some of the ladies here that maybe don't follow hockey, I'll put it in perspective. This Leaf goalie is so bad. All right. The only white person on earth that's had more black things go between their legs is Kim Kardashian. On that note, I think I'm out. Thanks a lot.